Hi, I'm Temple Blackburn with HomeSmart, and here today on The American Dream, I am featuring Feng Shui Master Jen Stone.
Hello.
Welcome. We are at actually one of my listings out in Pinnacle Peak, 9407 Calle de Valle. We just listed this home on the market. So I asked Jen to come here today to do a review of the home to give us an idea if there's anything that we need to do to enhance it from a Feng Shui perspective for saleability.
Yes.
Give us a little idea of what you discovered today when you came to the home.
Yes, so actually a typical Feng Shui review, we take a look at the floor plan. We grab a couple of information, including the year that the house was built, the facing direction, and we sort of map the birth chart onto the floor plan to understand the essence of the place. And based on my initial review, the house has very strong 2 points. One being the water stars. Water stars related to money aspect, money and prosperity. And the second aspect is related to mountain star, which is human harmony. It's your overall happiness. The fact that the floor plan here, they have essentially 2 master bedrooms, and both master bedrooms are actually benefiting from strong mountain stars. So
awesome.
Really help to enhance relationship, power, fame, and reputation. And where we're sitting here today, which is a sunken living room, it's actually a very strong point for the house. It's open, it's bright, there's lots of windows, it opens out to the backyard with a swimming pool. All of these create yang energy, and yang energy supports money prosperity.
Which is flow.
Yes, yes.
Which is good flow in the home, which is what we talked about earlier, which is important when selling a home. So from the market standpoint, you know, 2 master suites are going to be ideal, but knowing that how the house is laid out, north-south exposure, the elements that are around here, the big yard, if you will, is also, you said was a good point.
Yes.
If you want to talk a little bit about that, because it wasn't just the interior of the home, but it's also the exterior components.
Yes. So when you actually look outside the swimming pool, it doesn't immediately open up to a structure behind it. So when you look at it from the rear perspective, it's quite open. And again, that yang energy, the yang energy from money prosperity continues to extend out to the backyard, from the living room all the way to behind me, which is the kitchen. Again, very strong for money point.
And the kitchen's been completely remodeled. I thought I should add that. So it's definitely been updated throughout. It's got a beautiful remodel outside, which is great for entertaining. And I think that Jen will agree with me in the fact that it's a great home for a family and for entertaining because of the flow and the way that it's laid out. One of the other things that I want to talk about today is why it's so valuable to consider when you're getting ready to list your home, which is something I would do, is to bring you in to give advice during that process because I want to sell that home as quickly as possible. You know, that's what the seller wants from me, right? I need this home sold as quickly as possible. So what would the value bring to the table if I bring you in on that listing appointment or prior to that listing appointment? What value would you be able to bring the seller?
So I think piggybacking off of our previous segment, we were talking about the benefits of Feng Shui in home buying experience. In home buying experience, you want to understand everything that you're getting yourself into. Well, it's a little bit different, the priority from a seller's perspective, but I think that, or I believe that incorporating Feng Shui you can utilize that as a strategy to help boost the timing and the saleability, because at the end of the day, you want to sell it as quickly as possible. And Feng Shui can definitely
and for the most value, right? Yes. In that, what it's about is to get the most money in the least amount of time.
Yes.
From a seller's perspective.
Absolutely.
So Feng Shui can definitely be an asset in that regard, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great, awesome. One of the other questions that I had when it comes to listing a home in today's market, when you do actually do an evaluation on the home, are there recommendations that you're able to make some adjustments to potentially improving the home for saleability that will help?
Feng Shui is a very subtle thing. You know, we never recommend anybody to implement anything that makes it look like a Chinese restaurant. The power of Feng Shui is really in the subtlety of it, and it's in the comfort of the home. And so everything that we do in terms of interior decor is very subtle, very quiet, and it's in alignment with the homeowner's taste. And but everything is very deliberate and strategic. And so, for example, like in this living room can use a little bit more active energy, and so it's like leaving music on or implementing a pendulum clock, because the pendulum clock continuously moves, and so that object allows to stimulate the energy even when it's not being used.
Are there any other points that you would like to point out as an important reason to consider a Feng Shui review?
Yeah, so when I work with sellers that are interested in incorporating Feng Shui with the strategy of selling their home, not only do we know exactly what points to enhance, meaning we're trying to activate the good stars for saleability, but we can also do it with timing. But at the end of the day, this house, like I said, has longevity, so even the new owners moving in can benefit from strong money luck and also happiness.
That's amazing. That is excellent. I really appreciate you being a part of the American Dream Show.
Thank you.
Again, if you need anybody to come and review your home for the flow and saleability, Jen Stone would be an amazing.
Thank you.
Would be an amazing master at doing so.